fatal heart impacts, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions, fact don't ask, grab reactions, jacked attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose. Pick a new silver excuse, I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember you're discreet now. Get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kiru's show here. And now, whenever we last left off with this series, we had Dorziah, who, after a request from the princess of the nation of Prey and the princess of the elven nation, Laura and, well, Faye, Dorziah and his party did head out. Now, along with that, there actually was somebody who did see Belle leave Dorziah's room earlier that morning. Now, the night before Dorziah, he locked himself inside of his room because of what happened with the sea dragon. He went ballistic and unlocked a skill that helped him to win in the battle, and most likely save his life. However, the skill does take away his control. It throws him into a feral mind state and turns off every skill that does not need to be active for that moment. And Maria's body, it quite literally cannot distinguish from friend or foe. Anybody around him is killable. And there are no acts of mercy when he's in this mode. Now, we did have where his party did head out, as they're currently heading to the Land of Prey. Just by its border to the Elven Nation, a group of bandits, they kidnapped the Prince of the Elves, and they're holding him ransom on the border, or just over it, where the King of Elves has no control. And the bandits have threatened to kill the prince if the Nation of Prey does act against them. Now, these men, they are breaking many bonds these people have with druids, since they're burning the forest and cutting it down to build a fortress that is strong enough to withstand an attack. Now, this was something that Dorziah, he was asked to take care of by Laura, who was told by her father to not interfere with this matter. Now, we currently do have a few days into the journey, where Dorziah and his allies, they have all been riding, as they are currently resting since their horses are exhausted. And Dorziah, he does stand there in the middle of an open field with no shirt, as he does have one arm behind his back and one hand up, informing his student to come at him and show him what she has learned. Now, you do have where Lee does go to rush forwards and go on the attack. Now, she is trying to slash an attack at Dorziah, or her master Junto. And Dorziah, he is evading and avoiding her attacks. As we do have Moroe, he does avoid a slash that would have taken off the top part of his forehead, and then leaning backwards and stepping to the right as he does move an attack that would have gotten into his right shoulder, as he doesn't go to avoid one that would have cut into his gut. Now, you do actually have where Lee, she does go to stab directly outwards and with all of her body directly forwards. Midoriya stepping to the left of this attack as Lee, she does go to move her hand backwards and grab the blade he gave her. Her going to pull it and try and slash at him, as he does quickly sidestep it once again. That was good. However, one flaw. You're not fast enough. Master, but I'll never catch you like this. I'm aware. That's why we're training. But, sir, I don't. Again. Again. Now, you do actually have Ray, who she also is want to join in on this fight. However, Junto, as he is called, apparently does want to train Lee on his own. Now, Tori, she's currently taking a break. Ray, she's hyped up for battle. And she did want to at least test her own might. Now, Tori, she does go to sit down next to Belle. So, hey, what is it? Have you noticed that he's been acting strange the last few days? What do you mean? Well, I mean, you know, he's calmer, right? It's not just my imagination? No, he's calmer. And you wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you? No, not really. Okay. Well, I was hoping to know something. Well, I don't really know what I could tell you, Tori. Still, though, it's pretty cool that he's acting this way. It's actually easier to hold a conversation with him, you know? Yeah, you're right about that. Along with that, now that I think about it, he's actually pretty cute. Now, this is where Belle, she would go to spit her water out of her mouth, turning to her sister and ask her exactly what is she talking about. Tori looking towards her as she does just see the expression on her sister's face. Geez, I was only kidding. I didn't know you'd get that, well, fluttered up about it. Well, it's Dorzaya, or Junto. Along with that, I don't really understand what you're... Do you have a thing for him? Where did that come from? Well, I mean... You have been with him for the longest, haven't you? Known him the longest? No. You do actually have Ray who would come walking over, as she just took his stand in front of Belle, asking if anything happened. What do you mean? Did anything happen with you and the strongest warrior? I know. I need answers. If you have taken him from me, I will be forced to fight you, you know. Listen. Nothing happened between me and him. I'm sure you just have this all mixed up. I better. Because he's mine. Now, Belle, she is good somewhat cool down for a minute. As Tori, she does look a bit more serious. I am grateful to him too, you know. He's... well... I'm not too sure how to put it. A good guy? Yeah, he is. Yeah. Along with it, there's the fact that he brought us back together. We do really owe him everything, you know? Yeah, I understand. So, you admit then something's going on with you two? That's not it, Tori. No. The two would continue to argue. And you do actually have Dorzaya, who he does listen in on this conversation, as he's avoiding blows and strikes. As Ray herself, she has come to rush in and go for an attack. Now, Ray would fight against these two until they're both exhausted, and they do then make camp for the night. Now, the next morning they would head out on their journey, and you do then have where they eventually would arrive at the fortress by the Nation of the Praise border. As Dorzaya, he is looking off in the distance, him being able to see it. That's strange. What is it? Well, I'm looking. Along with building a fortress on top of that mountain, they're building something else. Can you see what it is? Not really, no. But if I had to guess, nothing good. Now, he does try to at least get a read on the situation. He needs to find where this kid is. They have to still be alive, right? These guys wouldn't just kill him. Now, Josiah, he does look over to everyone else, informing them that whenever night falls, he's going to head in and take them all down. And we do actually have Belle, who she does open her mouth. Josiah, that might not be such a good idea. Hmm? I know what you're thinking, and killing them is right, but that guy's just, well, it's the person captured is just a kid. Hmm? Belle, I know it's just a kid. And that's why I'm going to try and do this a little bit differently. Really? Wait, sir, do you have a plan? A bit. Listen, what I would say. Him going to stand up and turn around, informing all of them that tonight they're going to go on a little bit of a ambush. They are going to attack while he sneaks in. Huh? Sir, you can't be. Once I give the signal, it'll tell you that I got out. Afterwards, all you guys can head in and clean up everything else. I can take the kid back to our camp. And once that has happened, I expect all of you to return safely. Yes, sir. Wait, Junto, do you mean to say that you're gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna pose as the Black Wolf. They should all know the rumor. And, well, let's see if I can get him out of there. I don't want this kid seeing what we've seen. Now, Josiah, or Junto, my bad, he does then go to sit down, as they do begin to wait. Now, Midoriya, he does instruct Lee that whenever she is training, she's doing these things wrong. Along that, she does need to change this about her stance, change this about her swing, and change this about what she's doing. Now, Lee is very surprised. He's correcting every little mistake she is doing, and it is helping her to improve very fast. Now, we do then have at night, where Dorziah, he does go to use his magic. As he does use a combination of two different magical spells, or forms of mana manipulation. Now, Midoriya would cast dark magic onto his body, along with casting mist magic and allowing the two to mix together, as it would form the cloud known as the Black Wolf. Now, Midoriya, he also does go to create his dragon claws, as you do actually have where they do stare at him. And Midoriya, he does go to look at them, as he does then get surrounded by clouds enveloped, before the clouds do blow away in the wind and he does disappear. Lee did not even hear him move, and neither did Ray. And Ray, she was quite taken aback by that. That's pretty creepy. Now, you do actually have Tori, who she is intrigued. Sure, the Black Wolf, as it's known as, is considered to be a legend. However, the fact that he's able to do all that is very impressive. Now, Midoriya, he is currently a few feet down the hill from the compound, as there are guards looking out and over, as they all do expect nothing to happen tonight. And you do actually have where one, he is sweating pretty badly. And the other, he does walk up and inform his friend that that rumor he's heard so much about, it isn't a rumor. It's something more than a myth. Huh? Yeah, I get it. But what if it is true? The Black Wolf? Dude, come on. That thing's a fairy tale. It's made up by people to get more, well, popularity. Along with it, think about it like that. The kingdom probably made it up. The kingdom? Yeah, man. They would make it up and have guards go around busting down slave traders. It's probably just a way for them to try and stop us, you know? Yeah, maybe you're right. Now, the man he does go to open his mouth, as a booming howl can be heard in the forest. And the man he does go to have his entire spine freeze up, as he does then go to look towards the forest and feel an immense amount of bloodlust. Now, the other guard next to him, he does actually go to fall onto his knees. The man looking down as he can't move. Now, you do then actually have where something does creep into his peripheral vision, as it's a hand covered in mist. And the man he does see the claws as Midori he does have his middle finger, his nail pointed directly at his eye. Where is the boy? He's in a cage. You're him, aren't you? The Black Wolf? Yes, I am. Now, sleep. Roy going to grab down on the back part of his neck, as he does grab a massive amount of nerves. The man immediately freezing and then falling over, as Midori does then go to turn around and disappear into mist once again. Now, another sound can be heard out in the forest, and people they do begin to start paying attention to that. As another copy of Midoriya, he would go to take out more guards, and many of them they're trying to understand what's going on, calling out each other's names before random silence. And you even have the original, who is currently walking throughout the camp, as he does come upon a prison cell. And we do have where the elvish boy, he does just sit there in his corner, well, trying to ignore everything going on. His hands to his ears, as he does hear people screaming. Now, we do then have where Dorzaya, he would go to rip open the door and the boy he would see him, as he does look up to see a man with black ears and a black tail. Hey kid, wait a sec, him going to lean down and bend onto one of his knees. I've been sent here to come get you. Come on. You're the Black Wolf? Yeah, I am. I'm a friend of your big sister's. Okay? Now, we have to hurry. What I did won't last very long. What you did? You killed them, right? Hmm? You murdered them all? No. Some of them are alive and some are unconscious. However, I might have scared a few of them to death by accident. Huh? Scared them to death? Yeah, it's possible. What I would say? I'm going to turn around and tell the kid to hop onto his back and hold on tight. Now, the kid he would do so. As to however somebody they do go to get back up, and go to turn and shout as loud as they can that the wolf is inside the walls. Now, what he would turn to see the guy, as he does quickly start bolting off running and quickly jump upwards and land on a platform, before leaping once again and landing on the wall. As he does then go to jump once more, as he does go to bring up his hand and cast Fireball. Now, the moment that does streak through the night sky and explode in the air, you do have Lee, Ray, Belle, and Tori, who they all quickly do begin to rush in and go for the fortress. Now, with that, we do actually have Midoriya, who after he does land directly on the ground, he does quickly start to run fast. And the boy he's trying to hold on. As within a matter of a minute, they do get back to the camp. And Midoriya does go to set the boy down. You're going to be safe here. Where are we? We're somewhere alright. We're somewhere safe, alright? Wait, you're really him though, right? Hmm? Yes, I am. And how do you know my sister? That's complicated. Please, tell me. I understand that you have to head back, but... Kid, I don't have to head back, but I have to watch you, alright? To make sure none of the creatures get you. Hmm? Creatures? Yeah, you're in the land of rabbits, I think. Hmm? Oh, you mean the land of prey? Okay, I really don't understand that name, but yeah, you're in that nation. Hmm? Oh, well, thanks for saving me. Hmm. Listen, you can thank me once we're done. We're going to look closer at the fort, where you do actually have Lee and Ray. Both of them are battling against large ogres. While Belle and Tori, they are currently teaming up to fight as one. Belle will cast a fireball magic. The spell the man will go to block. And whenever he does so, Tori shall come in from the side and go to upsweep and attack their wrist. Taking off their hands as Belle shall quickly head in for an attack. That, to Midoriya's surprise, is non-magical. Her actually using a short sword. And Midoriya does actually watch as she has stabbed it directly down into the man's chest. Now, she does then go to throw her staff up in one direction and attack again. Her casting a level 7 fireball as it does smash into a larger opponent. And her sister, she quickly does come in as she does jump up into the air and directly decapitate one man. Now, the boy he does see Dorozaya do this, as he does walk up to his left and stare at his eyes. Midoriya going to, from paying attention to that, to looking down and glancing at the boy. What is it? Oh, well, I was curious to know if you can really see that far. I can, yeah. Really? Do you have friends? Yes, I do. Are they nice? Midoriya is staying quiet for a second, as he does watch Ray use her large mace, or her bow with studs in it, I don't know the name of this thing, and smash directly into a guy's ribs. As she does smash at the guy, he does go coughing up quite a bit of blood, before she does go to bring up her leg and directly smash his skull against a wall. As you do then have Lee, who she's fighting a man who is a swordsman. Her battling against him with two blades, before she does do something that does surprise the guy. Her going to throw her blade directly at the man as she does go to rush in. As the guy does dodge, she does go to throw her other one. The man going to bring up his own blade and quickly try and stop hers. As his does get knocked out of his hand, it is going to try and draw a short knife. However, Lee, she does go to draw her own. Her being able to stab it upwards into the man's chin and through his head. As he does die. Now, Midoriya he would watch the acts that his party does do. And he does find it to be quite interesting. He really was glad this boy didn't see any of it. You can hear that far, can't you? What? You can hear it all, can't you? Down there? No, I can't. My hearing isn't like that. Really? But you're an elf, right? Huh? Yeah, but we can't hear like animals. Really? Wait, so I have a question about that. But I'll ask it later. Anyways, now, after everything is said and done, you have Midori who does tell the boy to stay here for a minute, as he just go rushing down. Now, as that does happen, Midoriya, he would inform them all that the kid's safe, asking if they took them all down. Yes, sir, we did. Master Junto, we did. Good. Midoriya turned to Ray, asking her if she did any. Well, she did good work too. Him going to bring up his hand. As he does do so, he does freeze, bringing his hand backwards as he was going to go to pat her on the head. Anyways, nice. Sir? Anyways, go get washed up in the river. Clean off your weapons and your clothes. Roy telling them to meet back at camp, as he does go to run off that way. Now, as Midori does head back, he does look at his hand. The campfire does still burn, but he's trying to think. That felt weird. That felt really, really weird. Damn it. She's not like Belle. Why did they approach her that way? Maybe it's because I'm used to talking to Belle, but not really Ray. That does make sense. That is annoying. I forget everyone acts differently to different things. Why are people complicated? Now, the boy would watch as Maria is going to stand up and rush forwards, him directly punching a tree as the boy does watch it get sent flying. And he does watch it then go to smash through a bunch of other ones. Wow. Sorry, I lost my cool for a second there. A second? Yeah, but I'm fine now. Wow. Now, eventually they all do head back to the camp and find Dorzaya sitting down with his boy. As the boy is trying to ask questions to the big bad wolf he's heard so many rumors about. Now, they do make a journey back towards the capital, as Midori would present Laura with her younger brother. As Dorzaya, he would turn to the Princess Faye and inform her that they've done what they could. Along with that, they'll be heading back soon to investigate certain things in the forest. Really? Yeah. It rained a few days ago while we were heading back. I believe that should help. So, if it hasn't, then we'll at least see what we can do. Maybe even put out a quest to plant trees. Huh? A quest to plant trees? Yeah. You know, something simple. Really? I mean, yeah. Like, one tree for one silver coin. Okay. Now, Faye does look at Dorzaya. This guy's somewhat simple. However, he's also efficient. And we do actually have where Laura shows him walking up to Dorzaya and directly look at him. Her going to bend down and thank him for her brother's safe return. It was nothing, really. No, this was a very important thing. I don't think you understand quite what I'm trying to say. It's really not that big of a deal. Now, she would go to stand, informing him that she was monitoring their adventure. You were watching us? Yes. You and, well, all your other companions. I wanted to make sure he was safe. He was alright. I've been looking into it, and I appreciate how you handled the situation. And I'm glad you got him out of there before you decided to, well, you know. Now, Midoriya, he does see her go to turn around and leave. As the boy, he does try to wave and say wolf, 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 trying to get Midoriya's attention. Now, Midoriya, he does somewhat smirk, as he does think, that kid's gonna be calling on that for a long time, isn't he? Now, with that being said, Midoriya, he would go to leave, as you do actually have Lee, who would ask her master if they can continue to train some more, since she does want to make more and more improvements. Sure. Really, sir? Yes, Lee. However, that's Master Junto to you. Yes, Master Junto. Now, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed, and have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.